Welcome to Allie's Awareness Avenue. This is where we're going to be talking about all kinds of life issues, abuse, addictions, depression, disabilities, you name it, we're going to talk about it. We're going to tackle the hard topics. My name's Allie. I'm your host. You guys all know me from Allie's Attic Show. I am not a psychiatrist. I am not a counselor. I am just a human being that is concerned for other human beings and figure that they need a safe platform to talk about all kinds of issues that we all deal with on a daily basis. And maybe they can gain something from listening to the people that I have on. I'm hoping to get some experts on so we get, that kind of advice too. But I could not start my show without having one of my best friends on to talk about his disability, and I'm also going to talk about mine. He is amazing, and I want all of you guys to welcome him and love him as much as I do. Please welcome Jordan Adler, aka J-Man. Hello, love.
Hey.
How is it going?
How's it going?
It's going
good.
Me too. Me too. So thank you.
Thanks for being on the show.
You're my first guest on Ellie's Awareness Avenue, Jordan.
That's amazing.
I'm very excited. Okay, so first off, I've known Jordan got over a year now. Jordan, right?
Yeah.
It's got to be.
Well, it'd be a year in October, I think.
October. Okay. So how I met Jordan is on a live streaming app. We've been on two together. We are now on Up Live. Everybody download the app and make sure you come in and check us out. We broadcast live. You can send us gifts. It's all kinds of cool things. But I started Allie's Awareness Avenue on that platform. And I've been doing it for about 2 weeks, and it's been going really, really well. And I decided, you know what? This needs to be worldwide. The world is in such a crazy, crazy state right now that we need some kind of, I don't even know, we need some kind of comfort. We need somewhere where we can talk about stuff. And I mean, I can't change the world, neither can you, Jordan, but we can try a little bit, right? We can come together as human beings. So that's why I decided to bring it to Allie's Attic Show, and I hope it goes well. So, Jordan, I want you to tell everybody a little bit about yourself and about your disease and, what it does to you, and also talk about your mom as well.
Okay. Well, I am Jordan Adler. I am 22 years old. I live in Arizona in the Gucci town called Mesa. And I've been here for about 13 years. I'm originally from Alabama. That's probably where the southern accent comes from. I don't know if you can hear it, but that's what it is. That's where it comes from. And I've been in the entertainment business for about 8-9 years, and I'm loving it. I mean, I was an entertainer when I was little, but nothing like this.
Mm-hmm.
And I am an entrepreneur. I have a hard time saying that sometimes.
Entrepreneur?
Entrepreneur, yeah, entrepreneur. And I get tongue-tied a lot.
That's okay, so do I. People are used to it. Or I'll forget what I'm saying.
Yeah, it happens a lot to me. And I try to do everything the best I can. I'm mobile in my wheelchair. I have a bone disease called OI, which basically means soft bones. The big long word is osteogenesis imperfecta. And don't ask me to spell that because I have no idea how. I'm not really good at spelling.
Well, you sent it to me, so it'll be up on my website, so everybody will know what it is.
And it's a genetic. If I can talk.
Genetic.
Yeah, genetic thing. I was born with it. There's always 50-50 chance every time you get pregnant. So my mom's dad had it, so she got it. Now I have it.
Wow.
So it runs in family. It could run in family that has no history of it. And it's hard to live my life because I get picked at all the time. I get teased. I get called names. I get called gay all the time. Retard. You name it. I probably have been called it.
Jesus.
And it's been rough.
I can imagine. You know what, Jordan?
Yeah.
I know you have down days. I mean, Jordan and I are friends, you guys. We talk off this show. We talk all the time. I know you have down days, and I do too. And I understand it's
Yeah.
hard. But besides the down parts, and I wish I could meet everybody that's calling you these names, but I can't. I can only do what I can to
I
try.
wish too.
Yeah, right. I can only do what I can to try to protect you, and I absolutely love you, so of course I'm going to. And I just wish people would get a chance, give you a chance, and get to know you, because you're also so positive, and you're always smiling, and you're always willing to help people, and for everything that you go through, and for being in a wheelchair, and having a hard time with that, you still keep going. You keep it, you keep going. You do it. Jordan does internet radio, you guys. I'm going to let you tell everybody about that, because I have a disability too. I'm going to talk about that in a bit, but we can't work. So this is, at least we're trying to do something and contribute to society, and Jordan does it well. So Jordan, talk about what you do.
I'm a internet radio DJ. Well, I started out doing the 30-minute podcast thing, and it was okay to start at, but it was kind of crappy. And yeah, you gotta start somewhere, right?
Yeah.
And so I did that for 2 years, and then while I was going to school to learn everything about radio broadcasting during my high school junior years and senior years in summer school, I studied at East Valley Institute of Technology, which is a tech school here in Arizona, where you can study all kinds of careers. They have law enforcement, they have nursing, you name it, they have it. And so I did the radio. I was going there. I was going to do stop motion animation there, but I looked at that classroom. It was boring as heck. So I went upstairs and saw the radio broadcasting. I saw a dude in a wheelchair there. I was like, hey, cool, pretty cool. So if he can do it, then I can do it. And I have loved music ever since I was little. Like ever since I was like 3 years old, I have loved music.
Mm-hmm.
And so I knew I was going to do something with music or acting, because I was in a lot of drama plays in high school and church plays. So I have some acting background too. So I didn't know what I was going to be when I was growing up, but I guess I'm both. I am doing an acting thing too, but I mostly do the radio stuff. I have 3 shows on 3 different stations that I do every week, and I interview people as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've interviewed a lot of the same people, Jordan and I.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
Because we met,
I really can't believe that.
I know, and
like, whoa.
we met each other before either of us even knew that each of us did this, and each of us had interviewed the same people. It's just, fate is sometimes amazing. I'm just saying, because it brought Jordan into my life, and I couldn't be happier, because I absolutely love him. So anyway, now you do you do voiceovers too, don't you?
Yes.
Okay, and you also do Lego. Or something with Lego. Explain that, because I'm like, I don't play with Lego.
Well, since like May, it's been like over 2 years since I created my cartoon soap opera called Jordan's Life. That I am kind of partnered with this cartoon maker website called Plotagon. So I credit through there, and I've been doing that since 2 years. And I love it. I just started the 3rd season, and all that is on my YouTube channel. There's playlists of the 1st season and 2nd season and 3rd season.
What's your YouTube? How can people find you on YouTube?
My YouTube is just my name, Jordan Adler.
Okay, I'm gonna put that.
There's a picture of me with the red shirt.
Okay. He's following me, you guys, on YouTube. So if you can't find him, although there should be no problem finding him, you can go through me to find him. Okay, so
yeah.
Your mom has the same disease as you do.
Yes.
Is she also in a wheelchair?
Yes.
So how do you guys manage day-to-day living?
Well, she makes it seem like it's easy, but it's really not easy. I really don't know. I don't know how she does it either. Like, she surprises me every day. with everything she does. She cooks, she cleans, she mops the floors, she does laundry. Well, I kind of do laundry too, but when she needs help, I help her. And she gardens. She has like 2 gardens that she takes care of. We have a big backyard. Um, she goes grocery shopping. She drives. She does all this incredible stuff. I talk about her all the time to my friends because
Yes, he does.
she's like, it's amazing.
Well,
She inspires me to be more independent. And to be honest, I'm not really that independent. But I used to be like really shy. Before I was a radio DJ, I wouldn't talk to no one. I didn't talk on the phone. I didn't tell them about my disease. I wouldn't say nothing. I was really quiet in elementary school and junior high. Then I came out when I started doing the drama plays in high school. I started talking a lot more, and once I went to eat it, when I was on the radio, I just broke out to this guy. He can't stop talking. So.
Well, I'm glad you did. Now, you went to prom, did you not?
Yes, I did.
Yes, you did. And the picture is a beautiful picture, you guys.
With my ex best friend Allie, which is also named Allie too.
Oh my goodness. See, fate again. Fate again. Jordan's single, by the way, ladies. He's single.
Yes.
Just saying. Now, I know that you have, like, do you have a lift to get you in bed, or do you get in bed by yourself?
By myself.
Okay.
I transfer.
You transfer. Okay.
Yeah.
And do you have somebody coming in to help out?
Nope.
No.
Not anymore.
Wow, you guys are completely on your own. And
Yeah.
he's got a beautiful puppy. He's got 2 dogs, both Chihuahuas,
Yes.
right?
I have a therapy dog named Emily, the Chihuahua. She's a puppy. She's like 9 months old. And I have my mom has a therapy dog as well. Her name is Bonnie, and she's a Chihuahua. They're both Chihuahuas,
Okay.
and they're both our dogs. But Bonnie is basically a rescue dog that we rescued from this abusive home.
Mm-hmm.
She was really abused when she had all these like dogs, like 24 dogs, all over her. That she won't let her, they won't let her eat or anything. So we brought her in, and she's been with us for about 3 years. And yeah, I love them.
Yeah.
They're
Wow.
my babies.
They are his babies, especially his. She is his
Yeah,
baby.
Emily.
Emily is his baby.
I spoil her rotten. I'm trying to get her famous as me.
Well, it's good. And I mean, I want a therapy dog. I don't know if I can get one, especially now that I'm moving out on my own. And I am scared, Jordan. You know about my disease. I'll talk about it in a bit, but I'm terrified. And the biggest thing is about being alone and not having anybody. So I'm really hoping I can get a therapy dog. We'll find out and see what my doctor has to say. But what is the hardest part of your, like, first off, are you able to have children?
Yes and no.
Okay.
Well, like I say, it's like a 50-50 chance every time. And if I can meet someone that wants to have kids that would like to put with me, then yeah, I would like to have a kid of my own. But at the same time, I don't want them to go through what I've been going through.
Yeah.
So I've been thinking about adopting a kid, like like a autistic kid, or a special kid.
Special needs, yeah.
Special needs kid. The ones that they won't judge me or anything. Then I can take care of them, and
Yeah, and you shouldn't be judged. I'm just saying right now, nobody should judge you. You're still a human being, regardless, and that's part of the reason I'm doing this show.
Well, I get judged every single day. So.
Oh, sweetie, what is the hardest? What is
no
the
downtime?
Yeah, no downtime. What is the hardest part? The hardest part about your disability?
Of not finding someone to like you for who you are.
Mm-hmm.
Like once they see the wheelchair, then they're done. And they call me a retard, and then they leave. Like, it's hard to date when you have something like this.
Yeah.
Because girls don't want to give you a chance.
Awesome.
And so, like every time I talk to a girl, and we get that stage where we can take to the next level and date, how I try to explain my disease to them. I try to explain to them, like, well, I say, well, my mom has this. My mom does everything that she does, so I explain that to them. Then I explain everything that I do, and then I gently explain the disease to them and ask them if they have any questions or anything. I said, please don't run away from me. I'm just like any other guy that you'll meet, probably better.
Yeah.
So please give me a chance, and I'll do you the same. And like sometimes it has worked, and other times it hasn't worked. But and sometimes I even put in my bio that I'm in a wheelchair
Mm-hmm.
or my hot rider,
Mm-hmm.
something like that. So they'll know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's that. I think that's the hardest part of being disabled, finding that other someone.
Yeah. Finding somebody to be with in your life. That breaks my
Yeah,
heart, Jordan, because I know you and you're such a sweetheart. And any girl
yeah,
is crazy to let that. I mean, I know what you do. I know what you do on a daily basis. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't understand.
it breaks my heart that people put me right in the friend zone, and then I have a hard time getting out
Yeah.
and try to prove to them that I can, be able to take care of them and love them as much as the next guy.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's hard.
Well, you're only 22, babe. You got lots of time. You got lots of
Yeah,
time. There's one out there. Trust me. I never used to believe that till recently, because everybody used to tell me that, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. But now
yeah, right.
I kind of believe it. So yeah, it kind of works. Okay, so you're always in the wheelchair. Like there was a time where you weren't in a wheelchair, but now you're always in the wheelchair, right?
Well, I was in a wheelchair. I've been in a wheelchair since I was 3.
Oh, okay, okay.
Like before 3, I was like running with my mom in her wheelchair, like
Ah, okay, I
I used
get
to
it.
ride with her.
Okay, okay. But you used to be, didn't you used to be able to walk a bit?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, once I got therapy started, I was able to walk. I used to run in Walmart when we first moved here. Then my muscles all tensed up, and I wasn't able to um, stand up anymore
Okay.
without like really holding on to something.
Yeah.
And I did have a walker, but like every time I got on that thing, I was like my muscles were popping and stuff.
Oh
So
my God. And you've had a lot
I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna.
use the
I don't
wheelchair.
want to walk anymore. I want to just live a life in a wheelchair. I am happy the way I am.
Mm-hmm.
I can still do things. I
Mm-hmm.
went to prom. I do all the stuff that I do in my wheelchair. So I'm happy the way I am. And some days are depressing because I
Mm-hmm.
get really lonely.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's just part of life.
Well, not only is he a sweetheart, he's funny, you guys. Like, my
I
heart
try to be funny.
breaks. My heart breaks for you, Jordan. I just want, I can't, I want to just help everyone. And that's I don't know if it's a downfall, but it gets me in trouble all the time because I
Well,
want to do so much for everybody.
you can be my what's it called, my wing girl.
Your wing girl.
Give me a lady.
All
Give
right,
me a
there,
lady.
there you go.
Call me a lady.
I'll be your wing woman.
My wing woman. Yeah.
Now, like I said, Jordan's got a great attitude about things, but he does have down days. And I'm going to talk about my disease briefly because I don't want to go into it in detail. I have an invisible disease, which is hard because people look at you and go, well, there's nothing wrong with you. And you're like, yeah, I'll live in my body for about a minute. I have rheumatoid arthritis, which is an autoimmune disease. And everybody thinks when I say RA, oh, you just have arthritis. Well, yeah, I do have arthritis, but it's an autoimmune disease where my good cells are attacking my bad cells. It's just a fight going on in my body constantly. And it affects every part of my body. I've had heart problems because of it. I obviously have joint problems because of it. I have flare-ups where I swell. I can't move. I can't do anything. I have to be careful. I can't overdo it, which is hard. I'm Scottish and I'm stubborn as hell. And I end up getting myself in trouble because I overdo things and then I'm back in bed for like 3 days. I have a great family doctor though, who's helping me get off a lot of the pills that small town doctor put me on when I was first diagnosed because they didn't really know what to do, and they just pumped me full of narcotics and all. It was insane. So I'm getting off the pills. He's helping me. He's been fantastic. I'm using cannabinoid oil. I know, Jordan, you know this. I use cannabinoid oil once a day. I will not
Yes.
smoke it because I have anxiety attacks, and that's a completely different topic. But I do use it, and it is helping. I'm not going to say that it's curing me. It does take years off my life. It affects me in a lot of different ways. I never thought I'd find somebody, Jordan, and I did. And he accepts me just the way I am. Disease, flare up, everything, and the depression that comes along with
Yeah.
it. Because anytime anybody has a disability, there's going to be depression, there's going to be social anxiety. It's not just the disease, there's so many other contributing factors. And I don't think people realize that enough. And the bullying, like you've already talked about people calling you a retard. And I mean, I have people telling me that I'm, a hypochondriac and there's nothing wrong with me, and or I'm lazy and I just don't want to work. And I'm like, you guys, do you want to look at my bank account? Don't tell me I don't want to work, because I would give anything in the world to be able to have a full-time job.
Yeah, me too.
Like I said, I'm moving out on my own. I don't get a lot of money from disability. I'm terrified. I'm absolutely terrified how I'm going to make this work, but I'm determined. And you're determined too. And that's why you get up every day and do what you do, and you do your radio show. I do Ali's Attic show. I'm now doing this.
I do all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, you do all kinds of stuff. And I don't think people realize, yeah, and you have to.
That's the key. You gotta stay busy.
Yeah, you have to.
Stay busy, you get depressed.
Exactly, because then you start thinking, yeah, me too. And I mean, you don't make any money at Radio Internet. I don't make any money at Ali's Attic Show, but we still get up every day and do it. It's our passion. You've already talked about how much you love music. I live, breathe music. I'm listening to it 24/7. I hardly ever watch TV.
That's how I am.
Yeah, exactly. And I love what I do.
I
don't
even play my video games like that much anymore. I just music.
Wow. Well, and you know what? Music heals. Music is a universal healing gift, and we need to be listening to it more often. We need to be turning off the news, turning on the music.
Yeah.
And that's why I think you and I both love it so much, because there's messages in every song, and I don't know if people realize that. And that's why I love interviewing independent artists, any kind of artists. It doesn't matter if they're music, they draw, whatever. I think anybody that's artistic is amazing. I wish I could tap into that. I'm not artistic. I can't draw, I can't sing, I can't play an instrument, but I live vicariously through the people that I interview. And I cannot believe some of the artists, and I know you'll agree with me, that they're not, playing on the radio, and they're not on Billboard top, 10 or anything, because they're so talented, but they're indie, right? So everybody's like, oh, no, you have to sound like Ed Sheeran, you have to sound like Shawn Mendes, and it just drives me nuts. But that's why Jordan and I both do what we do, is because it's a passion and we love it. Music, money is going to come from it, Jordan. Eventually we're going to start getting,
one of these days.
It's one of these days it's going to happen. And I had to change my thinking, because I kept saying I'm never going to make money at this, and I need to make money, and what am I going to do, and blah, blah, blah. I had to change my thinking because I was putting myself on a path of destruction, of depression and anxiety, and not having any desire to do anything. And I know you've probably been there too, where you just want to hide under the covers and you don't want to get up.
Yep.
And you're completely right. You have to stay busy, and being busy at something you love is a world of difference.
Especially on Mondays. I hate Mondays.
Mondays are your day? You know what my day is?
Mondays are my free days. I don't do nothing on Mondays.
I don't do anything. I don't book interviews on Mondays. That's so weird. I don't book interviews on Mondays. I don't do much on Mondays. I just chill.
I don't even play songs that are involved with Mondays. Like, I don't.
Wow.
Nothing to do with Mondays.
That's weird. But my hard day, Monday's my down day. I don't do anything. I refuse to. Yeah. I need a day. And people don't realize, you and I both know we work through the weekends because we're answering messages, we're looking for artists, we're doing all kinds of stuff. We don't stop.
Yeah.
I'm having a hard time walking away from that on the weekends, but I'm trying because I've got to slow myself down a little bit. But Fridays are my hard days. Fridays are the days that I have to really push myself because it's the day before the weekend, and I used to go out and dance, and I used to go out all the time, and I don't now. And I have a hard time on Fridays.
So you're trying to get everything done so you go hang out with your boyfriend?
Well,
yeah, I know how it is.
Yeah, I try. I don't know if I always succeed, but I do try. He comes and gets me regardless, and he's done a world of good for me, like amazingly. He like I can't even. I'm not even going to get into it because he just
I can tell.
yeah.
You're totally different person.
Uh-huh.
Came in.
Thank you. Well, yeah, he's
You're
amazing.
more happy.
Yes, I am. Thank God. Thank God. I finally
Yeah.
stopped dating assholes and started dating a good guy.
Yeah.
That made the big difference. And Jordan, you're gonna find somebody too. I'm like, I can feel. I can't imagine. I know. I love you. Like I absolutely love. You're like my little brother. I absolutely adore you, and I see all the good in you. I don't care if you're in a wheelchair. I don't care if you can't do some of the things that a normal guy could do. You can do other things, and you're so sensitive, and you're so loving. And I cannot believe that there isn't a woman out there that's not going to see that and recognize it, and realize that you are who you are, and you are a human being, and you have so much to offer.
Oh, it's melting my heart away.
No, I'm being honest. I'm being honest. So Jordan and I mean, we came together for our love of music. We came together because we both kind of do the same kind of thing, but our disabilities kind of brought us together too because like I said, I'm not in a wheelchair. My disease is invisible. People don't see it until I swell up and can't move. Then they know something's wrong with me. Jordan is in a wheelchair. You know he has a disability. And his disease, like how many broken bones have you had, Jordan?
Uh, well, 15 kind of my broken nose, but the broken nose wasn't my fault.
Okay. So, but 15,
it
just happened.
Like 14.
15 because like your bones break easy because they're soft.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's the thing. I don't have to do anything. I could like transfer from the potty and turn the wrong way and my arm will break. Like it has happened before where I just standing in the pot peeing when I was like, able to stand up. I was like peeing at the toilet like a normal person, and I try to go down, and I went down and my leg cracked and popped and broken, and that was my worst break ever. Like I got my first ambulance ride out of the whole deal, my first helicopter ride.
Oh my gosh!
That was like the worst break in my life.
So, is there anything they can do? Like, there's no cure for this, is there?
Well, some guy was trying to come up with a cure for it, but I think he passed away.
Oh.
Some kind of scientist. I don't know, but yeah. Well, I think there's something part with the gene inside the bone that's making the bone weak. That's what the whole problem is. If we didn't have that gene, then we would have been normal. Like, had nothing wrong with us. But it's that gene in our bones that made our bones weak.
Well, I hope to God.
I used to be on this IV once a year called Reclass, and that has helped me get my bones stronger to the point where I stopped breaking. Like after after 8 years, I've been off the IV for 8 years, and I haven't had a broken bone except my broken nose. But that was because this pitcher. Well, I play baseball too in the special league here in Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
So the pitcher was throwing a fastball and he hit me right in my nose and broke it.
Oh my goodness! I know you love baseball. You absolutely love baseball. Have you ever gone to any of the Cardinal games?
Cardinal games.
Isn't it Arizona Cardinals? I don't even know. You're asking.
That's football.
Oh, that's football.
Yeah.
How can you? I'm a hockey girl. I don't know anything. So who plays out there? Is there a big?
We had the Diamondbacks.
The Diamondbacks. Arizona Diamondbacks. Oh my God. Okay, now I remember. Who is your favorite baseball team though?
The Cubs.
The Cubs. Have you ever gone to any other games?
I've been to a few spring training games.
Yeah. Okay.
That's it though.
That's it. But you'd love to go see one of their games.
Yeah, but they are in Chicago. And my dad is from Chicago. I can't see my dad. I haven't seen my dad for 3 years.
Oh my goodness.
Because he did something wrong with our family.
Okay.
Like he chose a dying woman over us. So we don't have nothing to do with him anymore.
Okay. Gotcha.
And I think our life is better without him. I mean, that's like part of my depression comes to that because I didn't really have a dad growing up. Like he's always like a brother to me. We always fought, and that was it. Well, we had some bonding moments, like taking me to baseball games and buying me where I want. But that's like if that's not what I wanted in the dad. I wanted someone to to love and to talk about girls with and all that stuff. But
Yeah.
he's like one of those guys where he likes sex and that's it.
Okay.
And I don't, I'm not like that. So
Yeah. So
I
there's no
promised my
conflict.
mom, like after he left, I said, I promise I won't be like him. I will treat girls with respect and give them my best ability.
Yeah.
And I have proven to her with that. So
Oh my goodness. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Your mom sounds like Superwoman though. Like she
she
sounds
is.
amazing. And you always talk about her. You can tell you love her so much and you admire her and respect her, and that's amazing. Um well, I am
There's days that my ADHD flares up and I call her a cuss word or something. Then
yeah.
I go in there and apologize to her. Like
So
one time I threw a fork at her for like no reason.
and
And
that's
it hit her arm,
oh,
and I apologized like 15 million times.
yeah, I
So
would
I'm
imagine.
sorry.
Well, and I mean, I understand where you're coming from with the ADHD. Jordan also has ADHD, you guys. My grandson has ADHD, and you rage. Every now and then, you just rage, and that's part of the
Yep.
disease. And there's nothing that, I mean, family has to learn how to deal with it
It's getting better for me. Like I'm learning how to control it.
yeah.
I'm finding ways to control it, like to control my temper. I've been listening to music, and I have this pillow thing that I throw and smash stuff with.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we got my
it's
grandson
pretty fun.
a boxing bag. You know those punching bags? We got
Yeah.
one of those. Um, but I'm going to have a show about ADHD as well because, and I asked him if he wanted to come on, and he's thinking about it. He's only 13, very mature for his age. His outlet is football. He lives, breathes football. Like he loves it, and it helps. The worst time for him is winter because he's not doing anything. So it's good to keep busy when you have some. You need an outlet when you have ADHD. Now I want everybody to follow Jordan. I want you to tune into his radio stations. He is on Twitter. He is on Instagram. He is on Facebook, and it's Jordan on DA Radio. It's going to be up on my website, so everybody will be able to find him. He is also on Up Live as Jordan, aka J-Man. Everybody, please, if you haven't downloaded the app and you're into stuff like that, please download the app and go and watch Jordan because he's amazing, and support him and help him because it's extra money for us guys. I mean, it's the only way we can make extra money, and we're trying our hardest on this Up Live program. So yeah,
I'm trying to get sponsors for the real shows, but
yeah, me too.
there's nothing.
I'm trying to get it from my website, and it'll come though. It'll happen slowly, eventually. Jordan, I love how open you are about everything. That's one of the things I love about you because I am too. You know, I'm an open book.
Yeah.
I want to thank you for being my first guest on this new show. I hope it does well. I hope I get a lot of guests because I think there's a lot of things that people need to understand, people need to talk about, and listening to your story and listening to all the things that you go through and you still being positive and you still doing your radio show 3 days a week. It breaks my heart that the hardest part for you is finding somebody, and that just bothers me because there should be no judgment. I mean, unless a person is mean and angry and vile and just not a good human being, every human being should be treated with respect, regardless.
That's where most of my depression comes at.
Yeah.
Like, I see my friends on Instagram taking a selfie with their boyfriend or girlfriend, and I'm like, I want that to be me. Like, why can that be me?
Sweetie, it will be. It will be.
And I'm like, so I get to that point where all my depression is through that. And sometimes I take a week off of doing nothing. I'm off in social media altogether, and I get those times where I just have to do that. I wish we can go camping. I've been begging my mom to take us to go camping for like 2 weeks. So I need like 2 week break from everything.
Yeah.
I would love camping, and there's not really that many camping spots here that are handicap accessible. So.
And you're in Mesa, Arizona. MESA, right? Mesa, Arizona?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Mesa. Yeah.
Mesa. Oh, okay, I'm saying it wrong even. Well, Jordan, just keep doing what you're doing. Don't stop. And keep being you. And if there is a girl out there that can't realize that you are like gold,
I can do that.
They're ridiculous.
I can do that.
I want to say,
I'm gonna be busy the next few weeks, man. Really
yeah,
busy.
me too. Life's getting crazy, right?
Got my award show happening on June 2nd. Trying to get everything ready for that.
Oh my God. Talk about your award show really quick.
My award show, well, the station that I'm doing it with is my own station, G-Man Radio. It's gonna be called G-Man Radio Awards, and I have like these 12 categories. Well, 11, 12, I don't know. 11 categories. They're like, favorite pop artist, favorite indie pop artist, favorite indie country artist, best hater, indie power couple. I have one of that. Best supporter, and I'm actually one of my biggest fans. Well, you're my biggest fan,
Oh,
but my
Jordan.
biggest fan here in Arizona.
Anyways, your biggest supporter is in Arizona, and she's gonna come.
Yes, it's gonna be awesome.
Okay.
And I can't wait.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's J-Man Radio Awards, right?
Gotta have a few performers. Gonna be performing, and it's gonna be streaming live on YouTube Live, on the Jim Radio YouTube Live and Facebook feed and the website.
Okay. Okay, so everybody, Jordan on YouTube is Jordan Adler, and it's Jordan, and then Adler, Adler. On social media.
I'm glad you are pronouncing my last name right, because some people say like Alder and Adler and.
Oh my God! Seriously? Well, everybody pronounces my first name wrong. That's why I go by Allie, because nobody can get a Lynn right.
They add things to it.
Yeah, I know. They've never said my name right either. And on social media, he is Jordan Onda, and it's DA Radio. And I'll put that up on my website. Everybody will be able to find you. Jordan, I want to say thank you for coming on, being my first guest on my show. And
you are very welcome.
I'm crossing my fingers it goes well. And thank you for being so open and honest. And I wish you all the love in the world. You know that.
Yeah, same to you, babe. Same to you.
And thank you for joining me on Allie's Awareness Avenue. This is going to happen once a week. It'll be up on my website Thursday at around 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you want to be a guest on my show, you have a life issue that you want to discuss, please, 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 you can find me on all social media. Just send me a message. If you're a doctor, if you work for an addictions company, a mental health awareness company, anything like that, and you want to come on the show, please message me and we'll make it happen. Please be kind to one another, hug one another, just smile at another human being. Thank you for joining me.